Hello and welcome to my Animal Crossing New Horizons Island tour. Before we get started with the tour, let's take a look at the map real quick. The name of my island is Mirakuru, and these are my villagers. I have Graham, Maple, Sheldon, who's my bro, he was one of my original villagers, Hornsby, Apple, who's secretly my favorite, don't tell the others, Gonzo, Kiki, Kid, Cranston, who's actually moving in today, and Gabby. So I was trying to go for a sense of realism with this island. I knew if I was trying to go for a finished product, it would drive me absolutely crazy. So I wanted this island to feel like it was lived on and it had foot traffic and it was just always undergoing changes and always being worked on. So let's get started. When you first walk in from the airport, you have these beautiful tourist bathtubs. I wanted to use them as pillars, kind of like an entranceway instead of bathtubs. Then we have the fountain here with the hedge fencing, and you notice that you can go one of two ways. If you go to the left, that is where the villagers live and all the houses are. And if you go to the right, that is where resident services and the more commercial area is. So we're going to start with the commercial area and just take you around eventually to the residential area. When you first walk in, you see this beautiful bridge with the waterfall. Oh, hey, there's Kiki. Hi, Kiki. You walk in this beautiful bridge. I wanted it to be kind of like a photo op kind of place, where if you visited the island, you wanted to take a picture either on the bridge, or you can stand right here in front of the bridge, get different angles on the camera. And then we have this sitting area with the scooter. This is kind of like the lived-in aspect I wanted to go for. You know, scooters laying around, bikes laying around, like people are here actually doing things. Same thing over here. You have Able Sisters. Outside the Able Sisters, you have the darts and you have the pinball machine. You have the clothing that they sell, the soda machine, and the snack machine. I wanted to kind of give a realism aspect in the sense of like the crosswalk and a sidewalk. And if we come around back here, I also added a little parking spot for me. Over here we have Nook's Cranny, same thing, crosswalk with the sidewalk, with the parking lot. And with this, what inspired me to do this was kind of like when you were younger and you would go to like a hardware store or department store with your parents and you park in the parking lot and then walk up to the store, whether you wanted to go or not. Then right outside here I have the two gas pumps and a little booth with a DIY and a gas can. And if we go around back, I wanted to add some elements to my island, that were not really accessible to visitors. So we can get back here. I'm going to pull out this cone. Obviously, people who visit my island can't do that. It's just an outside maintenance/storage area for Nook's Cranny. We have the boxes, the tires, the tool shelf, the toolbox, and also the radio playing everyone's favorite song, Bubblegum KK. So that was an aspect that I wanted people to be able to see, but not necessarily get to. So moving on from Nook's Cranny and Able Sisters, I found this really cool street organ, I believe it's called. Just some really cool stuff. I wanted to make kind of a grand entrance to resident services. So I put the water on both sides, and we have these beautiful flowers walking up to the courtyard area. And I wanted resident services surrounded by water. I think it looks really, really good with the big square courtyard that it has. And just a beautiful clock tower building that it is. So that's resident services. Over here we have the museum. Oh hey, it's Sahara. Alright, so, yeah, we have the beautiful Stonehenge that I got from Gulliver, actually, in the mail. Leading up to the museum entrance, we have the throwback dino screens. And then I wanted a more grand entrance to the museum as well, surrounded by the water and the shrubbery, leading right up to Blathers and the wonderful expanded museum that we recently got in the game. So over here, this is an area that was kind of like last moment decision to make. It is an island prison, not meant to be dark in any way. Again, guarded by something that visitors don't have access to if they come here without me moving it. So here's just a little prison I built. Not meant to be dark, just meant to give it like a sense of like goofiness or realism. And I added the toilets in there because everybody's got to go to the bathroom. And that's guarded by this guy here. And again, people cannot get into the prison when they visit because I'm the only one that can move this stuff, and that's the element I wanted here as well. Moving on from the little prison in the museum here, we have the beaches. I put the lighthouse here for another good photo opportunity. If you stand right about here, oh, there's a balloon. You can get a good shot of you in front of the lighthouse. Here we have Muscle Beach. I didn't really want any sense of organization to it. I just wanted it to look like, you know, the villagers set up a gym to work out and like have a community workout space. And then we have the bathrooms here, and some beach chairs and a sand castle with an area to buy some coconut drinks with concierge back there, and also a fun area to do some painting or fortune telling and get cotton candy or popcorn. So moving on from Muscle Beach in that area, we have this little cafe area. I was trying to decide for the longest time what I wanted to do with this peninsula, and I eventually decided to make it a little area where you can get coffee, get some food, or just sit and relax with some coconut drinks by the ocean. So I added a couple tables here with the podium for check-in and the little menu chalkboard as well. Moving back from that area, we go around the corner here behind the beautiful waterfall and the museum. And we have a pathway. This is kind of where I'm breeding flowers and trying to get different variations of colors of all the different flowers on the island. And so I added the little beekeeper areas just for some more decoration. And at the end of the path, we have the swinging bench with a telescope for a good area for stargazing at night. Over here we have another telescope and a satellite just pointing up at the sky. I added a little secret entrance that goes somewhere. This is a little bit of a darker side of the island. If you just come in from the bridge, you might not really notice it. But once you walk through these trees here, you go through this path, and it's actually a cemetery. So that's like a little dark side of my island, but that's about it. Moving on from there, we go up this beautiful pathway past the well and a couple of the items from Celeste. As you can see, the graveyard is down there. So when you're walking up from here, you can't necessarily see what it is until you get closer. Here's an... And of course, we have the secret beach where Red comes like once a year. I only have like I think 4 paintings from Red, so I need him to show up more often. But I put a bench here and a palm tree so we can just oh, can't sit down. Where we can sit and wait for Red to come, and we can get our paintings. There we go. This part of the island is actually kind of cool. What I did was started planting trees for all of the subscribers to our Twitch channel, An Awkward Affair, same as the YouTube name, if you want to check it out. So this is just the tree and the fencing that they wanted with the flag of the country that they're from. As you can see, we have a lot of Canadian viewers. This viewer is from the UK, but he wanted a Tom Nook sign. Oh, here's a little shortcut I put in because I wanted to be able to get around the island. This is just an area for a flower garden. For flowers that I have just wanted to organize a little bit better and maybe had colors of already. This is right between Nook's Cranny and the Able Sisters. When you go through this stone arch, you have the beautiful flower garden going up the stairs to just another flower breeding area in a Zen garden where you can sit and relax and enjoy the flowers and the bath. And I have the clay fireplace and the wood. And of course the garden gnome for an extra. Alright, so we're back at the airport. And now we're gonna go left into the island. And when you go left towards the residential area, the first thing you're met with is a bit of a dance floor and a fun area. Leaving the commercial area, we go over the bridge and enter the residential area. The first thing you'll see when you come in is this little fishing area where you can go fishing, you can lay in the hammock, you know, keep the fish that you caught in the deep freezer, and just enjoy the day if there's good weather. The next thing you see is just this little water pump with the well and a garbage and recycling area. I thought that was a nice touch to add as well. So let's just take a trip and see who we have here. We have Graham, and I have the little pictures of all the villagers in front of their houses. So if people come visit my island, they know who lives here. Hey, what's up, Gonzo? So here we have a little playground. I just wanted to add a little something to make it feel more playful and not just strictly rows of houses with, you know, bushes and trees. I really, really love the hedge fencing in this area. It just makes it look so natural. Here we have a makeshift campsite. It's not the actual real campsite where villagers come to camp. It's just for the residents to sit and relax in front of the fire and enjoy their night with the other villagers. It just so happens that I had planted trees around this area to kind of enclose this camp area, so I just left it as is. We also have the go board right here. If we run down this way really quick, we have the actual campsite, and I wanted to put it on the beach because I think a campsite on the beach is just the most chill thing with the campfire and the camp stove, and I have a little porta potty here. This beach isn't really as developed as the other one. It's just kind of the residential beach. So moving it back down the beach, here we have the solar and wind area that powers the residential area of the island. And behind it, we have the orchard. Again, I wanted the orchard to look really good with, you know, distinguishing what fruits were on each tree. And they're all in a diagonal, and they all just look really, really great. Right next to the orchard, we have another playground. This is meant to be a more recreational playground. We have the basketball court here. You know, we have the slide, we have the pool, and this beautiful little picnic area with a small waterfall and the picnic basket. I don't yet have a picnic blanket, but once I get a picnic blanket, I want to set it out right here as well. And again, the tricycle for that element of realism. You know, that to show that people are here, they're visiting the parks, you know, they park their bikes and they're just around, enjoying the time. Going up this way is just the other side of the lake, or the river, from where I have my subscriber trees. It's just for convenience of getting around the island, and eventually I'm going to turn this area into maybe a little fishing area as well. There's just so much space here to do so much stuff. And again, this island is always going to be in progress. I don't feel that there's ever going to be a finished result, but I'm happy as long as we keep it at a 5-star island. The last area I want to show you is my house. This is, I think, the 3rd or 4th place my house has been on this island, and I think it's the place that I love the most. It's all the way in the back, it's secluded, there's kind of like a secret entrance that you might not see right away. Again, with the bike parked outside. I have the monster over here. I couldn't help myself but put it right outside my house. So when you walk up to my house, you have this pathway kind of hidden by the cliffs, and there's my my two little lily of the valleys. And I wanted to make it look kind of like a castle with turrets, so I used the silos to actually make it look like towers of a castle and a nice small royal courtyard where I have my pink mums, I have the blue roses, purple and white mums, and some stars just to add a little bit more color and light to it. And of course the garden gnome pointing at the visitors as they walk up. And the the iron and stone fencing I thought was a really cool touch for like this castle area. But yeah, that's what my house looks like. There's gates back there between the turrets, and I think these trees specifically are a nice touch as well. And of course you have the music playing from nowhere. Alright, let's go inside the house. I know everyone loves the house tours, so I hope you'll enjoy my house. So here we are inside my house. This is the living room and the main area. We have the couches and the TV. I put the TV like that because when you're in the house, you can turn the camera in any direction. And I like the way these couches sit against the walls. We have a little suitcase and the umbrella stand. Again, the boots and the coat rack for that sense of realism. Like this house is actually lived in. The fireplace, of course, all the tokens and plaques from Happy Home Academy and the museum day items. My wife gave me this gold rose that I put on the fireplace. And again, the formal paper on the wall, my wife and I are calling it our marriage certificates because she also plays Animal Crossing and she has one as well. I don't know why, but I really love the theme music for this game, so that's what I have playing in this room at all times. Oh, there's a cuckoo clock up there. So when you go to the right, not the left, this is my bedroom. I absolutely love this furniture set and this flooring with this color, so I made it my bedroom with I believe this is the jungle wall. My favorite color is blue, so I made everything blue and crafted these dressers and shelves to be blue as well with a little pet bed. At first I wanted my bedroom to have windows, but I feel like it feels a lot more cozy without the windows, especially if you just have the lamp on and you walk in and you want to just lay down and take a nap after you forgot that you were stung by wasps. I need to take some medicine after this, but... yeah, that's my bedroom. And I got the golden gears on the wall. I think this is my bathroom. Somehow I ended up with this dark colors with the black brick flooring and black appliances. The black and white, I guess. And it's just what I ended up going with. And again, there's no windows in the bathroom. I didn't feel like I wanted windows in the bathroom at all. But it's one of my favorite places to be in the house as well. Yeah. We have the washing machine, the ironing board, the scale, and the plant. I thought was a nice touch to add an element, like a green element as well. And I have the his and hers towel robes on the wall for when my wife comes to visit. All right, let's head straight back after you enter the house. This is my favorite room, I think. So we have an indoor pool with DJ area right over here with the welcome mat. And it's just a fun, like, little tropical area that you can have fun in. I prefer the lights to be off because I like the vibe of the glowing lights and the lava lamp in the pool. And of course the mini fridge for all your drinks. And I think the music in here really suits the atmosphere as well. Let's head downstairs now. This is a very unique part of my house. I don't know if a lot of people have this in your house. Let me know if you do. I'm sorry. This is where I keep all of my turnips when I buy them. Or if I go, do like an atlas moth or a scorpion island, I'll put the bugs that I catch down here to wait for Flick to come and sell them for a lot more money. than if I had just sold them to Timmy and Tommy. We have the skeleton there guarding everything, the phone, in case someone breaks in, and the surveillance cameras, of course. I really want to get that surveillance monitor wallpaper. I can't seem to get it or find it anywhere yet, but I'm hoping I can put that upstairs, which is my office, and we're gonna go visit now. Here's my office. When you walk in, again, it's like the mood lighting. You could turn the lights on, but I like it better dark with the candles and the floor lights. We have the gramophone and the safe over here, the piano, my desk with a document stack, and of course the writing set, the candles on either side. These are actually bookshelves, you know, just to add more of that realism aspect. We have the floor lights here that are shining up on all the villagers that have lived or currently live on my island. And of course, what office is not complete without a foosball table? I really like the KK Ragtime, I think it's called, to play in this. When you sit at the piano bench and you turn the camera a certain way, it looks like you're playing the piano. And that's it. That's the full island and house tour. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to check out our Twitch channel, it's An Awkward Affair, same as the YouTube name. We stream every night except for Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We would really appreciate you guys checking us out if you want some more Animal Crossing content and some good just chatting content. But for now, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys have a great day and maybe got some inspiration for your island. And we'll see you next time.